is to the Congress. He says that he's a mere devotee and his God are the Gandhis. So obviously at this point, while DK Shivakumar is finding the need to actually come out and clarify and reiterate how loyal he is to the Congress, there are questions being asked on whether this has been triggered by some sort of rap from the High Command. Let's get your details first of what DK Shivakumar had to say in their press conference today.
Namaste Sada Vatsale Matrabhumi Adhyakshaya Hindu Bhumi Sugam Varditoham.
That was DK Shivakumar singing the RSS anthem inside the Karnataka Assembly last week. 5 days later, the Deputy CM has had to tender an apology for his act.
I would like, if anyone has been hurt, I feel sorry for them. I think I would like to seek apology to all of them.
Shivakumar on Tuesday reiterated his unwavering loyalty to the Gandhi family and the Congress as he sought to quell criticism over his recital of the RSS anthem. He also clarified that if anyone had been hurt by his comments, he would apologize, but emphasized that the apology was not due to political pressure.
If anyone has been hurt, some of my party colleagues are commenting on that. I don't like to be a congressman, and I have a lot of followers and friends across the party line in different political parties in the India group. I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to hurt their feelings. I would like, if anyone has been hurt, I feel sorry for them. I think I would like to seek apology to all of them.
Shivakumar claimed he recited the RSS anthem during a discussion in the assembly to take a swipe at the opposition leader R. Ashoka and not to praise the organization. He added that he is a devotee of the Gandhi family.
From the year 1980, I started my political journey as a congressman. Some of my friends are taking a political leaf out of it and try to misuse it and try to create confusion among the public. I would like to reiterate my loyalty to the Gandhi family and the Congress party. Gandhi family cannot be questioned by anyone. I am a born congressman, I will die as a congressman.
Shivakumar's apology follows criticism by his party colleagues.
No, first of all, I don't want to comment on that. And second of all, we have the High Command. High Command always see what their leaders are doing or making statements and taking stand on issues like this one. So it is up to our High Command to see. If they feel that this is wrong, then they will definitely ask Shivakumar to answer.
Telangana CM Revant Reddy, speaking exclusively to India Today, defended DK Shivakumar, saying that he was unnecessarily being dragged into an issue.
RSS का जो भी anthem है, जो भी ये DK शिवकुमार जी पढ़ के सुना है, कोई गलती नहीं है उसमें।
मैं तो नहीं कह रही गलती है, मैं तो बस पूछ रही हूँ कि आपको भी याद होगा।
नहीं, याद रहना बहुत जरूरी है। आप जो सामने वाले को आप अंदाजा करना है तो उसके बारे में सब कुछ पता लगना है।
The BJP and JDS hit out at Shivakumar, claiming the Deputy CM had apologized to save his chair. The JDS described the Deputy CM as a tiger in the assembly that turns into a mouse in front of the High Command. The party also circulated an image that read, "Fear of expulsion, coward DK bows down to Mother Italy."
He knows what to do, when to do, what statement to give, when to sing RSS song, when to condemn RSS. He is an expert in all that. He thought he can try and confuse Hindu voters. He thought he can try and get some Hindu sympathy by doing this. But now it's naturally Congress has not taken it in the right spirit and they have made him apologize. He saying that no one has asked him to apologize will not be bought by anyone.
The JDS further claimed that Congress ministers belonging to Dalit community were dismissed from their posts without even being heard. A veiled dig at the recent sacking of K.N. Rajanna, who was dropped from the cabinet after a series of controversies.
The KPCC president is now facing the fire not only from the opponents but from his own party leaders who have questioned his loyalty despite he bringing the party to power in the year 2023 with a thumping majority. With video journalist Madhu Sagaraj reporting for India Today, Bengaluru.
Okay, let me bring in Sagai Raj, who's joining us live from Bengaluru with more details on this. Sagai, this is a controversy that had actually played out last week. And I remember right after DK Shivakumar had sang the RSS anthem in the assembly, he came out and he said that, look, there's not much to read into this. What prompted a detailed news conference today in which DK Shivakumar issued even an apology? Was he pulled up by the Congress High Command? What are you picking up from your sources?
Whenever there is a negative news against him, he is quick enough to, in a damage control mode, whether it was in Coimbatore when he shared the dais with Home Minister Amit Shah and Adi Yogi, and now even during the RSS anthem which was being sung, whenever he realized that it is going to boomerang him, and much before that issue get to the next level, he always gives a clarification. Even during the Coimbatore time, he said that he was a born congressman and he is going to die as a congressman, and it is there in his blood. And even now he says that Gandhi and Congress families are his God, and he is a devotee of both party and Gandhi family. So he is trying to do a damage control whenever he got into trouble, especially when it comes to the singing a song for RSS or sharing a dais with Amit Shah. Their own party members have targeted him, and time and again he have to prove his loyalty is something what bizarre for him, and you need to understand that time and again he has spoken on behalf of the party, and he has also defended the leaders whenever there was crisis. But when it comes to when it comes to his own issues like this one, where he has sung a RSS song, his party is not defending him, and there are no leaders who are trying to come out and giving any kind of clarification on his statement, except Revath Reddy.
And there's questioning happening from within. You're right in highlighting that, Sagai, that these aren't just opposition leaders who are questioning DK Shivakumar, but within the Congress too, many of them condemning the fact that he sang the RSS anthem. But I want to just kind of contrast what DK Shivakumar did in the assembly last week versus how he's spoken of the RSS now. Right after singing the RSS anthem, now he's issued this apology saying that there's no question of him now at this point having any regard for the song. The reason perhaps also he's having to come out with this clarification is because repeatedly we've seen how Rahul Gandhi's attack at the BJP, at the right, has been over the song. So this does dent the Congress's repeated attacks and the attempt to create a narrative against the RSS. But take a look at that contrast.
सदा वत्सले मातृभूमि त्वया हिंदू भूमि सुगम वर्धितोहम महामंगले. I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to hurt their feelings. I would like, if anyone has been hurt, I feel sorry for them. I think I would like to seek apology to all of them.
Okay, let me open this up. Joining us on this broadcast is Prashant GS, spokesperson of the Karnataka BJP. We've got Kapil Madan, political analyst, also with us. Thank you both for your time. I'd like to highlight here that we did extend an invite to the Congress. They're not willing to be a part of a discussion on this. But Kapil Madan, I'd like to begin with you on what you make of all that's transpired. Why do you think DK Shivakumar has had to apologize? There are questions being asked from within the Congress on why he had to sing the RSS anthem. Surely he knew the messaging that would be involved.
So, Akshita, let me begin by saying it appears that the BJP is so jobless that they want to make a political storm out of a song that was sang in a political satire. We all know in political debates, we all know, in rhetorics, you make symbolic references. Even if you are opposed to something, even if you are opposed to an ideology, even if you are opposed to an idea, the important thing for you is to know the idea that you're opposing. And I think, if you look at the entire statement made by Mr. DK Shivakumar, if you look at the press conference, the later part where Mr. DK Shivakumar has also on record has said that he's sorry if someone has been hurt, because ultimately it is not an issue, and BJP is trying to make out an issue out of a non-issue. In all debates, we do debates day in and day out in all public life. In fact, we have seen how BJP people, in fact, BJP's top leader, Atal Bihari ji, praising Indira Gandhi ji. Does that mean that Atal Bihari ji was
It means,
left his
no, it
ideology that
means,
he was
Kapil, that he
feeling.
had great respect and regard for her. So then you're expecting us to understand this as DK
So I am
Shivakumar
saying-
having great regard for the RSS.
No, all I'm saying is all I'm trying to say is you may have a view and you may have a different political view. And in fact, it shows when Mr. DK Shivakumar came and he also on records apologized to the Congress followers and to the people who follow Congress ideology. His remarks have been his utterance of the anthem of the RSS has been completely distorted, and
Okay.
it has been given completely different color, completely out of context.
Okay, let me give
That's
BJP
what
a
I'm-
chance to respond to this. Prashant, what do you make of what Kapil is saying? This is largely what the Congress is saying, that look, there's a lot being read into for no reason of what DK Shivakumar did in the assembly, which was just a moment of fun.
Akshita, we are not reading into anything. You look at the chronology of events. DK Shivakumar sang the RSS prayer. Thereafter, defended saying that he needs to know what RSS does, that RSS is building good institutions, they have good education institutions. He made all of that statements in public domain. And now, owing to pressure from the Gandhi family, he is forced to apologize. And he said that Gandhi said God for him. And on previous occasions, he said that when he attended the Shivratri celebrations, he said that he came here for Lord Shiva and that he's a great devotee and a Hindu and a devotee of Lord Shiva. Suddenly, a Lord Shiva devotee turns into devotee of the Gandhi family. For what reason? He knows that in Congress he can be thrown out at any point. Like how they sacked Rajan over a phone call. In the past, how Virendra Patil, the chief minister, was dismissed in the airport. DK Shivakumar knows that if he does not toe the line his masters have drawn in Delhi, he will be out of the party.
But
Doesn't
that,
matter how many
that
years
holds good,
he has been in
Prashant.
the
That
party.
holds good for every single political party,
Not
including
really.
yours.
See, Akshita, you look at the statement made by DK Shivakumar. He's very clear that his intent was not to apologize, but he's apologizing. And in fact, he says that he's sorry for them, that people are hurt and he's sorry for them. So, which means he really wants to say that just because they're seeking an apology, he's really feeling sorry for them that they're seeking his apology. And he says that he is apologetic about what has happened. So, therefore, in the Congress, if you don't toe the line by the Gandhi family, there is nothing called high command, because even the Congress president had to stand outside and peep through the door when Priyanka Vadra had to file a nomination. And Mallikarjun Kharge has been on record saying that he has to consult the high command. The Congress president is not the high command. It is only the Gandhi family which decides, and all of them owe their allegiance only
Okay,
to
so
Gandhi
you're
family.
suggesting that it
Therefore,
was
this is
pressure.
a-
Couple,
this is
you're
a
saying
family-driven
mountain
party.
being made out of a molehill. The reality is that there has been outrage from within, that there are Congress leaders currently who are questioning DK Shivakumar, and that perhaps, we don't know, but maybe that's what prompted DK Shivakumar to actually issue this kind of an apology, because he's facing heat from within.
See, if
So
you were-
Akshita, that's the reason why, with all humility and with all humbleness, he has came forward and he have said that if someone has misread him, if someone have taken him out of context, and that's the reason why he was not feeling shy and he has apologized. This shows what? This shows that yes, he is a firm leader. He's an old leader, and in fact, the entire Congress party stood with him. He has faced cases after cases. In a frivolous case, he was arrested by the ED. And in fact, despite everything, because we've all seen how previously when such leaders have been facing these kind of
continues
criminal
to be on
cases,
bail.
they have switched sides to the BJP. And in fact, if you just do a normal research, you will find out how many people who were facing some kind of criminal prosecutions, they have they have crossed over to the BJP, and all those cases are over.
Kapil, I
So
can
all
play for
I'm
you.
saying
I
here-
can play for
all
you
I'm
a
trying to say
reaction
is-
from Mr. BK Hariprasad, who's questioned the need for DK Shivakumar to have sung the RSS anthem in the assembly. So yes, there are questions being asked within the party.
So Akshita, that's the reason why he's apologized. In fact, you give me one reason why Mr. Dhankar has resigned. I mean, what happened till the time, till 4:30, he was in the parliament, and in the night he resigned. Did he give any explanation? Did we hear from the PM? Do you know where is he? Have you seen him making one, political statement after his resignation? Now there are apprehensions. People are, in fact, all the leaders are saying whether he is safe or not. In fact, the country would want to know. That's the culture you have there. But here you have a space where, in fact,
you can't be
can
making
express
scathing
even a
comments
different
and get
idea.
away, Mr. Kapil
Hold on.
Madan.
Hold
your
on.
language.
Okay,
You
Prashant, go
cannot
ahead. Prashant.
accuse.
Please hold on. Prashant, please hold on.
He cannot get
Prashant,
away by
hold on.
making
I get your
accusations to
anxiety.
government and the
I
PM
get your
stating that
anxiety.
somebody is not
I
safe.
Okay, hold on. Kapil,
I
just
know.
Kapil, hold on. Let me give Prashant a chance to respond. Prashant, go
I
ahead.
never interrupted when you were
It's not an
we saw a
interruption.
resignation.
You cannot make a random statement and say that you should not be interrupted. You are making a incorrect statement on constitutional functionaries. You are making a statement against the PM, and when the Home Minister on the floor of the House has again time and again repeated that the Vice President then, Mr. Dhankar, who was holding the post then, resigned on health grounds. I don't think Congress or its India Alliance partner need to speculate on it. And moreover, you are making wild accusations only to safeguard your agenda here. People are talking about Bangladeshi infiltrators being given positions here, and Congress is supporting them.
One
and
second,
whereas
we're
you
moving.
suddenly question.
We're deviating into completely different issues. Prashant, please stick to the topic at hand. Please stick to the topic at hand right now. Please stick to the topic at hand, Prashant. The question that's constantly asked is, look, if the tables were turned, wouldn't the BJP High Command also have stepped in if there was a BJP leader who hadn't toed the party line on a certain issue? The same crackdown perhaps would have triggered an apology if the tables were turned.
Akshita, it is not about if and buts. What is the party line here? You point out to me as to what was DK Shivakumar's statement in the assembly, and then the press meet after that.
Couple, hold on, I'll give you a chance to respond.
He made a statement that he is aware of the RSS anthem. He also sang it because he is also in the past. It is not the first time. In 2019 also, he has sung it in the assembly, stating that in his childhood he has attended RSS Shaka. Therefore, when one of the leaders of a party asked him, he said, I know it, and he recited the RSS prayer. And then in the press meet following that, he said that he is aware about the education institutions that RSS has built, and he is aware that what activities RSS is into. And at no point in time, it suggested of being sarcastic. He was making a statement of fact that RSS is running good number of educational institutions and doing good for the country. And he left it there. Thereafter, the Gandhi family stepped in, and the Gandhi family took offense because Rahul Gandhi was against this idea of somebody saying RSS is doing good work.
So, Kapil, this is exactly what I was referring to. What DK Shivakumar has done by breaking into the RSS anthem in the floor of the House is given leeway to the BJP to say, look, this is endorsement for the RSS. So in that sense, does this really dent Rahul Gandhi's constant attacks at the RSS and his attempt to create a narrative against the Sangh?
No. So, Akshana, let me, again on record say this. I think my good friend here, who's from the BJP, he's trying to replace facts with noise, but ultimately a noise cannot be a substitute of facts and logic. He tried his best, but ultimately he failed. Now, let me respond
Definitely not. We can have,
hold on,
we can
Mr.
continue to debate, Mr. Kapil, and I'm sure you will not have answers to most of the questions that we pose to you.
I am, sir, please, I never interrupted. Let's be civilized. I never spoke when you were speaking, so please don't speak on my turn. This is my turn. Now, let me just begin, what I said. You please go or do a simple research. Kangana Ranaut made so many remarks and she went against the party line, and thereafter she she had to tender an apology. It's a fact which is documented. You do a simple research. Does that mean Kangana now is against the BJP ideology? The question is this. We all saw in 2015, our Honorable Prime Minister went to Pakistan to wish the then Prime Minister of Pakistan. Does that mean he's supporting Pakistan's ideology? If this is the logic, what my learned friend is trying to portray here, this can't be. This is absolutely
no. But if that is the case, Kapil, if there is no endorsement for the RSS, why is DK Shivakumar having to apologize?
Akshita, hold on. So that's what I am saying. He has given an apology with utmost humility, because even if, his statement has been taken out of context, despite that, if someone was hurt, he has on record said that, he feels sorry for those people. He didn't meant to, hurt them, and the matter should end there. This happens when you don't have a, political ideas. You don't have, intellectually and politically, you don't have anything to really, count on. You make issues out of non-issues. And this is a glaring and a classic example of a situation like this.
Okay. Closing comments. Prashant, go ahead.
Actually, my fellow panelists, the last couple of sentences, you nicely summed up what Congress is up to in Bihar and elsewhere during elections as to when they're ideologically and intellectually bankrupt. What they're doing, lot of noise, is what Rahul Gandhi is doing across the country, which is why Congress is in power in only 3 states in the country, mind you. So therefore, from a grand 400 odd seats, they have come down to double digits now, and they've not even crossed BJP's tally in the last 3 elections put together. Therefore, it is Rahul Gandhi who is completely only noise and no stuff, zero intellect, zero knowledge of elections. He is making only noises across the country, and people in Bihar now are going to teach a lesson once again to Rahul Gandhi, and is going to enter the record books as probably the leader who has lost most number of elections, and Rahul Gandhi's place there will be secure and forever, and that record can never be beaten by any BJP leader, because Rahul Gandhi occupies the pole position there.
I'm going to wrap this up because we've completely moved on to other issues clearly. But Prashant and Kapil, thank you very much for your time, for joining us here on India Today. We'll leave it to the viewers to decide what triggered DK Shivakumar now to apologise for singing the the RSS anthem in the Karnataka Assembly. Now, previously, he said it was done in jest. It was just a moment that he had with the BJP leaders in the Assembly. Now, he's issued an apology, saying very clearly that he's a devotee and his God are the Gandhis. We're going to continue tracking the political reactions on that, but we're sticking to news from Karnataka. Now there's a political controversy that's broken out over author Banu Mushtaq being invited to inaugurate the Dasara festival in Mysuru. The Congress government has decided to invite a renowned writer and activist. She's in fact won the Booker Prize this year. So she is someone who Karnataka has been celebrating. But the BJP has been questioning this particular move, saying essentially that yes, she's someone that every Kannadiga is proud of, but they've questioned her religious beliefs and said, is she really the right dignitary for the Dasara festivities? Let's get you all the reactions first in this report.
A polarizing fight over the annual Mysuru Dasara festivities. The Congress government's invite to award-winning author, the Booker Prize winner Banu Mushtaq, to inaugurate the Dasara festival has led to a political firestorm.
ವಿಶ್ವವಿಖ್ಯಾತ ದಸರಾ ಮಹೋತ್ಸವ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆಯನ್ನು ಬೂಕರ್ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ವಿಜೇತರಾದಂಥ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಬಾನು ಮುಷ್ತಾಕ್ ಅವರು ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆ ಮಾಡಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
While the Congress has lauded the author's contribution, the BJP has lashed out. Why? Because of statements like these made by the author previously about the Kannada language and the state flag.
ಕನ್ನಡವನ್ನ ಭಾಷೆಯಾಗಿ ಬೆಳೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಕನ್ನಡವನ್ನ ಭಾಷೆಯಾಗಿ ಬಾನು ಮುಷ್ತಾಕ್ ಮಾತಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಆಕೆಯ ಮನೆಯವರು ಮಾತಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಅವಕಾಶನೇ ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಕನ್ನಡವನ್ನ ಕನ್ನಡ ಭುವನೇಶ್ವರಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರಿ.
BJP leaders have also raised questions over whether the author even believes in the Chamundeshwari deity who is worshipped in Mysuru during the Dasara festival.
ಬಾನು ಮುಷ್ತಾಕ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ತಾಯಿ ಚಾಮುಂಡಿ ಮೇಲೆ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇದೆಯಾ? ನಮ್ಮ ಆಚರಣೆಗಳನ್ನು ಅವರು ಪಾಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರಾ? ಈ ಒಂದು ದಸರಾ ಆಚರಣೆಗೆ ಅವರನ್ನು ನೀವು ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆಗೆ ಕರೆಯೋದಾದರೆ ಅವರು ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ ತಾಯಿ ಚಾಮುಂಡಿಯ ತಾನು ಭಕ್ತೆ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ತೋರಿಸ್ಪಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರಾ? ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಯಾಕಾಗಿ ಕರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ?
वो चामुंडेश्वरी को मानती है क्या? चामुंडेश्वरी का पूजा करती है क्या? मैसूर दसरा केवल सांस्कृतिक कार्यक्रम नहीं है, वो एक धार्मिक कार्यक्रम है.
BJP MP and Mysore Royal Scion Yaduvir Vadiyar has told India Today that the party is unsure about whether she shares the same sentiment for the festival.
If one side these are laudable initiatives of hers, we have to wait against also some of her sayings which in 2023 have come to light recently, of her essentially insulting our Kannada flag by saying that it is, part Arshna and part Kesari, part that is yellow and orange, and then saying that there is a photo of Thai Bhuneshwari on the stage, and so she feels unwelcome. So these are all, aspects which have come to light, which have obviously not been in line with our sentiments.
The Karnataka government, however, has stood their ground, maintaining that this isn't just about religion.
ಹಿಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ವಾ? ನಿಸಾರ್ ಅಹಮದ್ ಅವರು ಮಾಡಿರಲಿಲ್ವಾ? ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ರಾಜ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥಾನಕ್ಕೆ ದಿವಾನರಾಗಿದ್ದವರು ಯಾರು? ಸರ್ ಮಿರ್ಜಾ ಇಸ್ಮಾಯಿಲ್ ದಿವಾನರಾಗಿದ್ದರು. ನಾವು ಈ ನಾಡ ಹಬ್ಬಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ ಜಾತಿ ಧರ್ಮ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ.
ಅನೇಕ ಎತ್ತರದ ಸಾಹಿತಿಗಳು, ಸಮಾಜದ ಮುಖಿಯಾದಂತಹ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು, ಎಸ್.ಎಂ. ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅವರು, ನಿಸಾರ್ ಅಹಮದ್ರವರು, ಸ್ವತಃ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಪತಿಗಳು ದಸರಾನ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Banu Mushtaq has reacted to the controversy, saying that while the matter can be seen from different perspectives, the Dasara festival is a part of a culture and she is truly happy to have received the invite.
ಈ ದಸರಾ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆಯ ಸಂದರ್ಭದ ಆಹ್ವಾನವೇ ನನಗೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ನನಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಸಂತೋಷದ ವಿಷಯ ಇದು. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ನನಗೂ ಪ್ರಿಯವಾಗಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಇದನ್ನು ಗೌರವಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಹಬ್ಬ ಆಗದೆ, ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಪಾಲ್ಗೊಳ್ಳತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಹಬ್ಬವೇ ಆಗಿದೆ.
A joyous cultural fest has been reduced to a political turf war, this time in Mysuru. Bureau Report, India Today.
So there's a raging debate right now over the fact that Banu Mushtaq has been invited. Like I said, she's a celebrated author and activist. The BJP too has said that she is very much the pride of Karnataka, but question whether this is the right occasion to have her for the inauguration. While the writer herself hasn't really reacted to this entire controversy, she has said that she's extremely honored to be a part of these festivities. Mind you, that amid all of the issues that the BJP is raised over Banu Mushtaq being chosen, one of it is that they are saying the celebration of Dasara is the celebration of the goddess Chamundeshwari in Mysuru. So they're saying, how can someone who doesn't believe in goddess Chamundeshwari, who doesn't believe in her power, how can she be a part of these festivities? Let me bring in Sagai Raj for more details on this. Sagai, what is the Congress saying really at this point? Is the government considering a rethink, keeping in mind the controversy? Has Banu Mushtaq reacted?
Banu Mushtaq has reacted, stating that whether it is the festival of Chamundeshwari or it is the festival of state, she has equal respect for the two sets of people. And yes, she has also said that she is more than happy to be a part of this particular inauguration program, whereas the BJP claims that she has not given any kind of respect to Kannada language and Bhuneshwari. Remember, they have compared to Hindu goddess of Bhuneshwari. So she had questioned that particular act of Karnataka, stating that when you have language to Bhuneshwari, it is going to hurt the sentiment.
Sagai, we're having a bit of a problem with your line. We'll come back to you, but thank you for the moment for joining us. Also on this broadcast, joining us here on Super 6 is Rizwan Arshad, Congress MLA. Thank you very much, Rizwan, for your time. Good evening. What's your response to the BJP's criticism here of why Banu Mushtaq has to be a part of the Dasara festivities? They're saying that, she's someone who doesn't have faith in goddess Chamundeshwari, so how can she be a part of the inauguration?
Why not? Why should Banu Mushtaq not be inaugurating it? She is a Kannadiga. She is a prolific writer in Kannada, and she has made us proud by winning a Booker Prize. Right? And she is the cultural ambassador for our state. And those people who are objecting, they are trying to communalize, polarize a state festival. Dasara is not a religious festival alone. It is a state festival. Nada Habba. I belong to Mysore city. I know that each and every citizen of Mysore, be it Hindu, Muslim, Christian, whatever caste, whatever religion we belong to, we all gather together and we celebrate this festival. So BJP seeing that through communal lines itself is unfortunate, and just because Banu Mushtaq is a woman and she is a woman with her own right in a social circle and social sphere, and her own intellectual and her writings are known for standing up to strengthen the woman position in the society. So she has not written that in the angle of a Hindu woman or a Muslim woman.
Sure.
She has been very vocal, very critical of many things happening in the Muslim society too. So what better person than Banu Mushtaq to come and inaugurate? And Dasra is a Nada Habba for us. Nada Habba means it's a state's festival for us. It doesn't belong to
No, I take your point, Rizwan, that this is a Nada Habba, but also going beyond that, there is a certain aspect of Dasara that started off as a Hindu festival. It coincides with Vijay Dashmi. It's the celebration and the worshipping of goddess Chamundeshwari, which is an important aspect also of the Dasara festivities in Mysuru. Can one just look away from that particular aspect of the festivities? Not really.
Of course, I mean, if the government curtails the puja, if the government curtails the festivities which includes the puja of goddess Chamundeshwari or any other rituals, then anybody can object to it. The government, as usual, is conducting the festival with the same traditions, with the same festive spirit, and all the pujas, all the rituals are being conducted by the government. So where is the objection to? She is inaugurating the festival. The festival is conducted with all the same cultural, chronology, whatever is going to happen. So there have been many other. I also vaguely remember Nisar Ahmad inaugurating the festival of Dasra earlier. There was no issue.
Okay.
Nobody made it into a Hindu or Muslim issue. Dasra is an international festival today. International tourists come to witness the festival.
Okay.
It is a proud moment for each and every Kannadiga, especially in Mysore. And Kannadigas include Hindu, Muslim, Christians, everyone. It cannot just be a religious language, or it cannot just be a language of particular people or a culture.
Okay, so a festival of culture, not a religious festival is what you're saying. But Rizwan,
culture and shared.
The fact that you've referred to this as a Nada Habba, state festival, and said that, this is a celebration that brings Kannadigas together. Another point of contention which the BJP has raised here is what, in fact, Banu Mushtaq had said in 2023. And I'll just read that out for you. When she had said that the appropriation of Kannada as goddess Bhuvaneshwari draped in yellow and red, the colors of turmeric and vermilion, was exclusionary to people like her, referring to her religion. Is that something you agree with? When she says that, the colors of, she's referring to, of course, the Karnataka state flag.
Being a Kannadiga, to be a Kannadiga, it doesn't require you to follow a particular kind of a ritual or a particular kind of a belief system. You can be Banu Mushtaq and be Kannadiga. You can be somebody else and also be Kannadiga. So Banu Mushtaq has her own view how she wants to be a Kannadiga, and somebody else has their own view. And as long as they don't oppose it, there is no contradiction, right?
No, but when she says Kannada's treated me as an outsider,
of Karnataka state, she has made.
When she says Kannada didn't grow as a language.
She has brought Kannada into international. No, she herself has represented as a Kannadiga at the international stage. She has brought so much of, the Kannada language is in mainstream in the world today. It is her contribution. So we cannot see people with a particular lens. And that is what BJP is trying to see, and trying to create controversy in each and everything which includes people, which assimilates people keeps them together. Tell me on one issue BJP has spoken which brings people together, integrates them. No, BJP has always spoken in a manner where they divide the society. So today our government is not bothered what BJP says.
Okay.
We know what it is. We have conducted Dasara festival for n number of years. We have been in power for last, out of 79 years, we might have been in power for 50 years in Karnataka. So we have celebrated 50 Dasara festivals. We have invited literates from various backgrounds, various communities to come and inaugurate the function. So we know what it is. And she has made all Kannadigas proud by winning a Booker Prize. And the BJP did not show a simple courtesy to welcome her prize, to congratulate her. A Booker is not an ordinary prize.
On that,
she has won it.
And I will say this, Rizwan Arshad, that by winning that, she is not just the pride of Karnataka, but the pride of India. And clearly, from our conversation, I can state here that the Congress government at this point is clear that they're not going to back off on their decision of Banu Mushtaq being invited for the Dasara Haba celebrations. Thank you very much, Rizwan Arshad, for joining us here on India Today. All right, let's move on to Kerala, where purification rituals are taking place at the prominent Guruvayur Sri Krishna temple. Why? Because this temple in Thrissur had, in fact, a reel that went viral. And the temple's pond, a non-Hindu woman vlogger entered the pond and shot reels. That reel is on your screens right now. She's a former Big Boss reality show contestant, a social media influencer called Jasmine Jaffer, who filmed a reel washing her feet in the temple pond, touching the temple pond with her hands. And that's what's led to the outrage. The influencer has deleted that reel now, also putting out a detailed apology, saying she was unaware of the restrictions. Authorities say that since she is a non-Hindu, the act has violated temple customs, and so they claim that the pond was made impure. Since the reel was filmed 6 days ago, these rituals will include a repeat of 6 days of puja. Entry to devotees has been restricted until then. Let's bring in Shibi Mol for more details. So on this, Shibi, this is a long-standing issue and a controversy in Kerala about the entry of non-Hindus. In this particular case, this particular influencer even shot a reel inside where she's seen essentially touching the water in the pond. And that, we understand, has kicked off a cleansing ritual. Explain that to us, because, people in other parts of the country don't really know how strict the rules are in these temples in Kerala.
Well, Akshita, in Kerala, a lot of temples do not have such restrictions, but Guruvayur temple is probably the most prominent temple in Kerala that has this particular restriction where it doesn't allow non-Hindu people to enter the temple premises. That's what happened. But, I have to also mention that there's no specific system that checks the religious background or the background of devotees entering the temple. But, of course, if your name, if you're making an offering and if your name sounds a bit unusual, if it's a different name other than a Hindu name, then, yes, they do check about your religious background, but otherwise there's no particular system as such, because it's been an age-old tradition that Guruvayur temple does not allow the entry of people from other faith. In fact, former prominent artists from the state, like including KJ Yeshudas, have been restricted entry to the temple Guruvayur temple here. So it's an age-old tradition. What Jasmine is saying is that she was unaware of it. She didn't know that there was a rule like that. It was her mistake, and she apologized if anybody was hurt. In the recent past, we have not heard about a purification ritual taking place at the temple. This last 6 days puja has been repeated, which means 18 pujas and 18 Shivelis were conducted. And also there is major restriction as far as shooting any kind of reels is concerned inside the temple. That's a order from the High Court stating that, no filming is allowed inside the temple premises. They have also filed a case against with the Guruvayur police, and the police have said that based on the High Court's direction, a case will also be registered.
All right, Shibi, thanks very much for joining us with all of those details. I'm slipping into a short break here on Super 6. Coming up on the other side, we'll get you some of the horrifying images coming in from Jammu as well as Himachal. There's been a massive cloudburst reported in Jammu's Doda. We'll get you some of those images, the rescue operations that are underway right now.
Moto G96 5G. All eyes on you.
I choose a world where we dream, and the limit is the sky. And this world is my home where I'm living my best.
Mindfully crafted home decor fabrics. Sansar, a D-Decor brand. Live consciously.
All eyes on you.
How has he seen it all?
Gotta have some spin, never blending, dripping in, dripping like so clean.
Moto G96 5G.
All eyes on you.
Hello, Moto. Moto G96 5G. All eyes on you.
Hi, here are the top headlines presented by Motorola. PM says, India-Japan share strong trust at EV unit inauguration. DK Shivakumar apologizes over RSS anthem row. Calls himself born congressman. Bihar government approves incentive package for industrial development.
You know, when you are a public representative, then your responsibility and accountability is much more in comparison to any other person. For example, if a public servant is arrested, then there is a rule, and by law, you have to be suspended within 24 hours. So if there are charges of corruption against any politician, be it a chief minister, be it anyone, that person should resign.
Let's get you images now from Jammu, which has been ravaged by flash floods as a result of extremely heavy rainfall. Now, what you're going to see on your screens is a bridge collapse. Vehicles seen dangling from a broken bridge. Let's play that out full screen for you. Exactly that moment where the bridge gets washed away in Jammu. And this is even as there were vehicles plying on that road or on the bridge, and suddenly it just collapses, leading to vehicles, as you can see there, dangling dangerously. Some of them fell into the river in spate. Many people made it out through, fortunately, but you can see police officials were there trying to ensure that the vehicles that were continuing to come on that bridge immediately stopped. You could see them waving desperately, asking them to stop further away because there was a serious threat of several other parts of the bridge also collapsing. All around the chaos, with you can see on your screens, and the river there in spate, swollen, reaching almost right up to that road. And so anyone who falls through that particular road cave-in is going to be in serious trouble. We understand that the area has now been cordoned off, but this was right when the bridge collapsed. Unfortunate news coming in that 5 people have died in the landslide that took place along the Vaishno Devi Yatra track. Remember that the Yatra has now been called off as a result of the heavy rainfall and multiple incidents of landslides. We understand that 14 people have been injured, and the unfortunate news we're getting in now is that 5 people have also died in this tragedy. We've seen in the last many weeks multiple such landslides, multiple such flash floods, which has really led to questions about what's happening as far as weather patterns go in parts of North India, whether it's Himachal or Jammu now. People struggling right now to predict what's coming next. Many of their homes washed away and landslides also taking place. This is the time when you see a lot of these religious tours taking place, religious yatras, and devotees struggling as a result. Now the Vaishno Devi Yatra has been closed off, keeping in mind the inclement weather. There will be questions about why there was no prediction of this and why this wasn't shut off earlier to avoid this kind of a tragedy. But a landslide taking place along the Yatra route, leading to 5 deaths. And there's a possibility, unfortunately, of that number going up. Let's get you all of those images of cloudbursts in Jammu and deadly flash floods in Himachal. Now this is in fact images from Jammu where you can see that the sudden heavy downpour triggered flash floods. Several homes have been damaged, particularly those along the banks of the river. As the Chenab River level surged, announcements were made by authorities warning locals. People in a higher ground were watching as water slowly crept into settlements. Many of these areas now have been evacuated. Some of the most chilling footage emerging there. This one from Manali, where you can see a vehicle swallowed by the raging flood waters as the road beneath the van there collapsed. The force of the current left nothing but scattered debris, stunned onlookers behind. We don't know at this point about what really happened to the driver of that vehicle. Now, parts of the National Highway 3 lie in the riverbed claimed by the Bias as it shifted violently toward the highway. A hotel that was perched above the river now precariously close to the edge. Landslides continuing to completely reshape the hillside in the last few weeks. Amid a red alert and incessant rains, this is the Shahpur subdivision of the Kangra district in Himachal that's seeing rivers in spate. Heavy rainfall has led to also a crucial footbridge being swept away. Our prayers with the people of Himachal and Jammu as we continue to report very, very closely on the situation that's playing out right now due to the torrential rainfall in these parts and many other parts of North India. I'm wrapping up this edition of Super 6. Thanks very much for tuning in. On the other side of a very, very short break is To The Point with Preeti Chaudhary.
Moto G96 5G. All eyes on you.
All eyes on you. How has he seen a doll?
Gotta have some spin, never blending, dripping in, dripping, flakes so clean.
Moto G96 5G.
All eyes on you.
Hello, Moto.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Moto G96 5G. All eyes on you.
All eyes on you. How has he seen a doll?
Gotta have some spin, never blending, dripping in, dripping, flakes so clean.
Moto G96 5G.
All eyes on you.
Hello, Moto.
Moto G96 5G. All eyes on you.
All eyes on you. How has he seen a doll?
Gotta head so spin, never blending, dripping in, dripping like so clean.
Moto G96 5G.
All eyes on you. Hello, Moto.
Veka, India's largest selling UPVC window.
Good evening, viewers. You're watching To The Point. I'm Preeti Chaudhary. We've got two big stories lined up for you. One, of course, a bit of an exclusive with the Chief Minister of Telangana, who finds himself in the state of Bihar, Revant Reddy. And our top debate comes in of one of the most disconcerting stories that we have seen in recent times of young Nikki Bhatti, who was killed by her husband and in-laws. But in all of this, shouldn't responsibility also lie with the parents is something that we will be discussing. First up, allow me to take you through the headlines. Massive cloud burst in Jammu's Doda, 5 killed in Vaishno Devi Landslide. Tawi Bridge crumbles, houses and cars swept away. Chief Minister chairs huddle, rescue operations underway. Landslides, flash floods leave trail of destruction in Himachal Pradesh. Beas River washes away parts of Chandigarh Highway. Manali Leh Road blocked. Big revelations in Noida dowry case. Accused husband had an affair, hit lover after wife caught them. FIR filed by husband's lover claims verbal and physical assault. Row over Kerala temple purification ritual after non-Hindu vlogger Jasmine Jaffer made reels washing her feet. Temple pond now to be cleansed. Non-Hindus not allowed. ED raids ex-Delhi Mantri Saurabh Bhardwaj. Raids in connection to alleged 5,000 crore hospital construction scam in Delhi. Raids also on the construction companies that bagged 24 hospital construction projects. It's less than 24 hours to go for Trump's tariff to hit India. Modi chairs key strategy huddle. Finance Ministry officials and Principal Secretary attend.
मेरी सरकार लघु उद्यमियों का, किसानों का, पशुपालकों का कभी भी अहित नहीं होने देंगे।
All right, viewers, our top story now. You know, if you go back to cliches, there used to be a time when cylinder blasts, young brides catching fire, being killed in the name of dowry used to be published. We used to see them in print very, very often. Then a dowry law came about which cut a huge amount of the deaths due to dowry in terms of murders that we saw completely come down. But having said that, it's been 8 decades since India has been independent, and we continue to see such cases. The latest is a very young girl, and that's the sad, tragic part. Nikki Bhatti of Greater Noida. She's just about 26. The death of this vibrant young mother of five, a 5-year-old, has shocked the nation, but then she's not the only one. Take a look at this report.
She was beautiful and young, full of life and dreams. She believed in family, traditions, and also being independent. And that last trait led her to her death. Nikki died of severe burn injuries on 21st August. Most news reports suggest she was 26 years old when she died, a mother of a 5-year-old toddler, married for nearly 9 years to Vipin Bhatti. Nikki's family alleged that she was killed for dowry and her husband and in-laws set her on fire.
ये तो कुछ दिन बाद डालने लगे थे। शादी के कुछ दिन बाद बच्चा होगा, बुलेट मोटरसाइकिल दे दी हमने, शादी में स्कॉर्पियो दी थी। जो सामाजिक तौर से शादी होती है वो शादी की थी हमने। पैसा ही मांगे थे 35 लाख रुपए। शादी के बाद वो भी आपने दिया। उसके बाद ये जो मारपीट पे बात आना, ये आपको बेटी ने कुछ बताया?